Hey, what's up YouTube, it's Razer. So I'm going to be doing a video to get all the enemy skills here in Final Fantasy VII. As you can tell here, you got the enemy skill materia. There's a total of 24 enemy abilities you can learn. Just double checking, yeah, 24. Yeah, I'm going to be showing you how to get every one of them. So, basically I'm going to do a lot of cutting in this video. I'm going to cut each enemy that has the abilities you need to learn. Some enemies you have to manipulate to get. But I'm going to cut the video here and I'll meet you at the first enemy that gives the enemy skill, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back, and the first enemy we're going to try to get an enemy skill for is Midgard's here. I should be just about ready to use it. Alright, here we go. This is actually very easy to learn if you're higher level. If you're lower level, check my Midgard's optional boss video. Alright, so I'm going to cut to the next enemy and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back at the next enemy to learn an enemy skill from. It's the Moo. Level 4 suicide, there it is, right there. Even if it missed, you get the enemy skill, but I forgot to equip it, so I forgot to equip enemy skill to learn it. But anyway, it's level 4 suicide from the Moo right there. And I'll show you where you can encounter them at. Rotate the map. Here right there is Chocobo Ranch. Just run around the grass area until you find the Moos. And you can learn the level 4 suicide. So I'll cut the next enemy and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back at the next enemy to learn an enemy skill from. Matcha Magic. There you go. And that's from Custom Sweeper. So I'll cut the video here and I'll show you where they're at and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. And yeah, they're encountered right outside here in Midgar. Right outside Midgar. In this area right around here. So just keep running around until you encounter them. And you can get the Mantra Magic, whatever it's called. Alright, so I'll cut to the next enemy skill and I'll be right back. Alright, now as for the next enemy skill, you're going to want Chocobo Lure. And you're going to have level 4 suicide. As you can tell, I got level 4 suicide. Like I showed earlier, you get it from the Moos. Now we gotta encounter a Chocobo. Alright, now what you want to do now is distract the Chocobo. Where's the greens at? There it is. Use a Mimic Green on it. Now what you want to do, level 4 suicide. There you go. And it'll counter with Choco Buckle. So there you go. Now you can get the enemy skill Choco Buckle. It's worthless though. It was good in the Japanese version, but it sucks in the American version, so not even worth getting. But I'll meet you at the next enemy to get an enemy skill from. Be right back. Alright, I'm back in the next enemy we can get an enemy skill from. Wait to see if he uses it. There you go, flamethrower right there. And the enemy is Arc Dragon in Mithril Mine. Alright, so I'm gonna cut to the next enemy and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back at the next enemy we can learn enemy skill from. That's Deathclaw here in Cruel Prison. I gotta manipulate it, as you can tell. You don't actually have to manipulate them though to learn this enemy skill. But I figured it'd be easier that way. Alright, so it's Laser. So go ahead and use Laser. I don't actually have enemy skill equipped though, as you can tell, but that's the enemy skill you learn, known as Laser. They'll use it quite frequently too, so you don't actually have to manipulate them, but it's easier to manipulate them. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and finish these guys off. This is Cool Prison though, is where you fight these guys. So I'll cut to the next enemy and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm here at the next enemy we can learn an enemy skill from. It's Beach Plug. In order to learn this enemy skill, you have to have them manipulated, as you can tell. I got Beach Plug A manipulated. So let's go ahead and learn the enemy skill. Alright, we gotta wait. There we go. Big guard. There you go. And have him use it. One of the most useful enemy skills in the game. It basically puts protect, shell, and haste on your party. So that is very good. One of the best enemy skills. But anyway, I'm going to cut to the next enemy. Or actually, I'll show you where these guys are at and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back, and as you can tell over there, Costa del Sol. Any of these shorelines over here, you can run into the beach plugs. One over there, one over there, one over there, and one over there. Just the water though, the shoreline. So like around here. Alright, so I'll cut to the next enemy and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back at the next enemy we can learn an enemy skill from. It's Zimzolet in the Junon area. You have to manipulate him, as you can tell. And we can learn White Wind. Besides Big Guard, it's maybe one of the best moves in the game. There you go. Another very good enemy skill. Alright, so I'm going to cut to the next enemy, and I'll be right back. But yeah, Zimzolet's in the Junon area, so... Alright, I'm back. I'm here at the next enemy to get enemy skill from, and it's the Harpy. Encountered outside the desert of the Gold Saucer. So just ride your buggy outside the desert, or the desert surrounding Gold Saucer, and you'll be able to get the enemy skill Aqua Lung. If you're at lower level, be sure to have Big Guard active. Alright, so I'll cut to the next enemy, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back in here at the next enemy to learn an enemy skill from. It's Touch Me. Yeah, these frog enemies. Let's see if they'll use it. No, that's not it. There it is, Frog Song right there. That's the enemy skill that you can learn. I don't have enemy skill equipped though. You're probably not going to get a chance to manipulate them, but it's a very easy skill to learn because they'll just spam it over and over again. So it's very easy to learn. Make sure you have enemy skill equipped. And they're in the Gungaga area, the forest surrounding Gungaga. So if you want to encounter them there. You can also encounter them in the Temple of Ancients as well. And it's Frog Song that you learn from them. So I'm going to cut the video here and I'll meet you at the next enemy skill and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I'm here at the next enemy to get enemy skill from. Materia Keeper, and here it is, right here, Trine. It does lightning damage to all enemies. Alright, I'm back at the next enemy we can learn an enemy skill from. It's Adamanti May. And we can learn Death Force. This will protect any character you use it from instant death. So, Red 13 has my enemy skill, so I'll go ahead and use it on Red 13. And there you go, learn enemy skill Death Force. And that'll protect the character from instant death. And you can find Adamanti Maze in the Wutai shoreline. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now, the Wutai shoreline. So I'm going to cut to the next enemy we can learn an enemy skill from, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back at the next enemy we can learn an enemy skill from. It's Razorweed. They're in the Wutai area. And let's go ahead and get the enemy skill, Magic Hammer. I don't actually have enemy skill equipped though, so. But here's Magic Hammer. Boom. They'll use it every now and then, but it's better just to manipulate them. And you basically use it and it'll deplete 100 MP from your enemy. Alright, I'm back at the next enemy we can get an enemy skill from. It's Bound Fat. in Coral Valley. You can also get this enemy skill in the Cave of the GI from the GI Specters and the Sneaky Steps. But I missed it earlier, so if you miss it in the Cave of the GI, then you can get it here in Coral Valley from the Bound Fats. So let's go ahead and get the enemy skill. Death Sentence. I don't actually have enemy skill equipped though, but here it is. Death Sentence. From the Bound Fats. Alright. As you can tell, a 60-second timer goes on the screen. Above Cloud's head. When it goes to 0, Cloud automatically dies. So it is pretty much worthless enemy skill. Because you use it on an enemy, and they get a 60-second timer. But you can pretty much kill any enemy before the 60-second timer's up, so... And most of the bosses are immune to it, so... It's pretty much worthless. But anyway, I'm going to cut the video here. I'll meet you at the next enemy skill, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back at the next enemy. We can get enemy skill from it, Stilva. You can run into this enemy in the Gaia Cliffs. And he's always by himself, so... Alright. Now, enemy skill, Magic Breath. Have them use it on your allies. And there you go. You can also get this move later from the Parasites in the North Cavern, but I recommend just getting it here in the Gaia Cliffs. It'll pretty much start the battle with it, so if you have enemy skill and you run into one of these guys, they'll pretty much just use it right away, usually. So, alright, anyway, I'm going to cut the video here. I'll meet you at the next enemy skill, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back at the next enemy to get an enemy skill from. And it's the Malboro. Yeah, a common enemy from the Final Fantasy series. And we'll be getting Bad Breath. Yeah, the enemy skill Bad Breath, which is basically summon Hades. Essentially. It puts a bunch of status elements on your party members. So there it is right there. Boom, there you go. I didn't actually have enemy skill equipped, so I didn't get the enemy skill, but there it is, Bad Breath, and you get it from the Marlboros. Puts a bunch of status elements on your enemy. So I'm going to cut to the next enemy, and you can run into the Marlboros in the Gaia Cliffs. The same area with the Stilvas, but only in the snowy areas. As you can tell, I'm in the snowy area, so not inside the cave, inside the outside area in the snowy parts. So that's where you can encounter the Marlboros. So I'm gonna cut to the next enemy, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back at the next enemy. We can get an enemy skill from, and it's Goblin. I got him manipulated, as you can tell, so let's go ahead and get the enemy skill from him. But I don't actually have enemy skill equipped, so I won't be able to get it. But you can learn Goblin Punch. Let's go ahead and use it on Cloud there. And there you go, that's the enemy skill. Alright, so I'm going to cut to the next enemy. We can get an enemy skill from, and I'll be right back again. Alright, I'm back at another enemy we can get an enemy skill from. This is Ultimate Weapon, the final battle against him. Now he'll use the move as a last resort attack. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut the video here until he dies, and I'll be right back. And he'll use the move when he dies. So I'll be right back whenever he's about dead. Alright, I'm back. He's gonna use it now. Here we go. Shadow Flare. This is the enemy skill you get once you kill him. Yeah, it does massive damage to one opponent, one monster. Alright, so I'm gonna cut the next enemy skill, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back at the next enemy we can get enemy skill from, and it's Behemoth. Yeah, it's the 4 question mark ability. It does damage based on your max HP and your current HP. So let's say you have 1000 HP. and your current HP is at 500, then you'll inflict 500 points of damage. That's what question mark 4 does. And you can learn it from the Behemoth here in Midgar, and also you can learn it from the jerseys in Shinra Mansion. But I'm just letting you know that the jerseys are very rare, so it's probably better just to get it from the Behemoth here. Because like I said, the jerseys are pretty rare. But I'll cut the next enemy skill and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back at the next enemy we can get enemy skill from, and it's Dark Dragon here in North Cavern. This is the first enemy we'll be getting an enemy skill here in North Cavern. So there'll be other ones we can get in North Cavern as well. The move we're going to be getting is Dragon Force. It boosts defense and magic defense of one ally. It's not very good, so I don't have enemy skill equipped. So let's go ahead and use it. You gotta use it on one of your characters to get it. And you have to manipulate them. So here it is, Dragon Force. Alright, so I'll cut to the next enemy we can get enemy skill from, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back at the next enemy we can get enemy skill from, and it's Paul and Salta. And also we can get enemy skill from the parasites as well. These enemies are here in North Cavern. The Paul and Saltas are on the right side path. And the parasites can be encountered anywhere in this place, pretty much. So you should have no problem running into the parasites. But if you're looking for the Paul and Saltas, they're on the right side, the right path. Alright, let's go ahead and get the Paul and Salta ability first. Angel Whisper. This will fully heal one character and restore any status elements as well. See, there you go, it revived Red 13. It has a very good ability. But I don't have enemy skill equipped, so I didn't get the enemy skill. I'm not worried about learning that one. Alright, now let's get the ability from the parasites. Oh, that's right, she's manipulated. That's right. Crap. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back at it in the last battle and go into a new battle with these guys. I got the parasite manipulated now, so we can go ahead and get the enemy skill. I kind of got caught in an infinite loop in the last battle. Alright, so we can get level 5 death, the next enemy skill. So let's go ahead and use it on our allies. Make sure you're not a multiple of 5 or you'll die. Alright, so I'll go to the next enemy we can get enemy skill from, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back at the next enemy we can get enemy skill from, and it's the Death Dealer. We can get roulette from this enemy, so let's go ahead and get it. I got them manipulated, as you can tell. They do use it every now and then, but it's better to manipulate them. Alright, now roulette works on a random enemy or ally. It's going to go through like a roulette cycle. And it's going to land on one ally or enemy, and it'll instantly kill him. So let's go ahead and use it. See, as you can tell, it's cycling. And there you go. You want it to land on an enemy. You want it to land on a character who has the enemy skill equipped. Or you could have enemy skill equipped on everybody, and then you'll be able to get it. So yeah, it's roulette that you get from him, the Death Dealer. So I'm gonna cut to the next enemy we can get enemy skill from. We only got 2 more left. 2 more left to get. So be right back. Alright, I'm back at the final enemy we can get enemy skill from. This is the Dragon Zombie. Take my word for it. You can't really tell its name, but this is the Dragon Zombie. Now, in order to get this enemy skill, you must get it on the first time you encounter one of these things. If you do not get it on the first encounter against one of these things, reset your game. The first time. Remember that. If you don't get it on your first try, reset. Trust me on that. You will never be able to get it if you don't reset. If you don't get it the first battle against one of these. Now we gotta kill him. And you want to kill him as quickly as you possibly can. Trust me. He has to have a certain amount of MP to use the enemy skill. If he does not have enough MP to use the skill when he dies, you will not use it. And you'll never be able to get it. So kill him quickly. Now I'm just going to use Knights of the Round on him. So if you have Knights of the Round, use Knights of the Round. He's a very deadly enemy. Alright, so I'm going to cut this animation out and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Now he should be just about to use it. Knights of the Round just got finished. So he should die here. Here we go, Pandora's Box. This is the enemy skill you get. I don't have enemy skill equipped, so I'm not going to get the ability. Question mark. The power of question marks, viewers. Yeah, it does massive damage to all allies. I don't have enemy skill equipped. I don't want that enemy skill, so I'm not worried about it. But if you want to get it, you get it from Dragon Zombies. Remember, the first try. So if I encounter another one of them, I won't be able to get it. First battle, kill them quickly, and get it your first try. Or you'll never be able to get it unless you reset. So, this has been how to get all the enemy skills in Final Fantasy VII. I want to thank you guys for watching. Be sure to check out my other guides and videos on my channel. Please subscribe. Later.